Welcome to Tasking on the Rooftops. It's been a hot minute, people. It's been far too long. Far too long. You know, fixed wireless fiber is the ultimate connectivity solution. Look at that. Is that pure water you see? That is pure water. You want to see what else is pure? What you see on your screen right there? That is pure fixed wireless. Can you drop ship any of that equipment you see on the rooftops? No, you can't drop ship any of this stuff ever. You have to go on site and you have to install it on a building. You cannot drop ship real fixed wireless fiber. For all those yahoos out there that are selling hybrid fixed wireless and charging peanuts to their customers, it's for a reason. It's because they do not own an entire fixed wireless pure network infrastructure that bypasses all underground cabling. Now, why is that important? Maybe you're asking, why is that important? Well, that's critical because if you have a underground connection, do you want to pay for two connections that are underground? Or do you want to pay for one connection underground and another connection above ground? That's diversity. Fixed wireless fiber is diversity. It's so important. Be educated. Be educated. I can't stress that enough. Fixed wireless fiber. That is where it's at. That is where it's going to be at. You're going to be hearing about it more and more and more. What is $53 billion? Why would I even bring up $53 billion? Well, that's what this sector is doing. Are you in on that? Or are you still selling your T1s, your traditional fiber, maybe some cable connections because it's so easy? But guess what? Folks are selling fixed wireless fiber and they're making a mint. Are you making a mint? Are you a business not getting in on it? Well, I'm sure you've been burned before because you had one too many connections coming from underground. And it's of vital importance to understand the difference between diversity and redundancy. For years, people have been buying redundancy because fixed wireless fiber, you know, it wasn't available everywhere. But there's a great company out there. It's called Natural Wireless, and it is available in multiple cities. I'm not sure if you heard, but we recently made a purchase of TowerStream assets in multiple cities. What do we do with the acquisition? Well, we scrapped all that old junk that they had in production, and we put all brand new stuff in that could do 10 gigs, dual path. That's speed, that's reliability, that's path diversity, that's uptime. You want use cases? I'll give you some use cases. Installation and flexibility, that's where it's at with fixed wireless fiber. Speaking of installation and flexibility, did you know that we can install within 5 business days? Fixed wireless fiber can install within 5 business days. You have a 10 gigabit connection or a 50 megabit connection. 5 business days, greenfield install. Well, if we're on net, that's like even faster. Same day sometimes. Are you in a pickle? Well, call us if you're in a pickle. Find my number online. Use cases. Well, everyone loves a good testimonial, good use case. But who wants to give up their customer names and contacts? Not me. Well, I'll give you a snippet. A hotel. They were hard down. They had 4 fiber connections. 4, count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can count to 4. 4 fiber connections. Guess what? There was a manhole fire. The manhole fire cascaded down into the central vault. The vault feeding all those quote unquote diverse, redundant fibers. They all went down because that vault went down. But I got a call one night from this hotel, very big hotel. Okay, we're ready to move forward with your service. I'm like, great. I'll send you some paperwork tomorrow morning and we'll get down to business. Nope. They wanted it installed that night. So I said, woo, are those half sours or full sours? What kind of pickle are you in? And they said, well, we've been hard down for 4 days. I said, 4 days? How you doing your POS transactions? Well, they're like, we're really not. We're taking imprints of people's credit cards. I said, woo, that's crazy. Anyways, fast forward 5 years. 5 years. That's a long time we've been with this hotel chain. Very big hotel chain. Starts with an H and ends in an N. Fill in the blanks. Figure it out for yourself. What does path diversity mean? Well, I'll explain. Path diversity means a different last mile transport from the hardened data center where all the internet providers are, well, the reputable internet providers are, to your actual business, to your endpoints. So natural wireless or fixed wireless fiber is diverse. We don't touch any of the underground fiber that leaves the data center and goes underground swimming to the building. Fixed wireless fiber goes above ground, boom, point to point. It's actually lower latency. A little secret. Has anyone heard of high frequency trading? Ooh, high frequency trading. What is that? Most people don't even know what that is. Well, it was invented and created by the financial sector. Well, why do they want to create a new transport method? Well, they are nefarious because the banking financial sector can do a buy-sell trade faster than a consumer can do a buy. You got that right. The buy-sell happens faster. Guess why? Let me lead into it. Because of fixed wireless fiber. That's why. Lower latency, no error correction. New York to Chicago, Chicago, New York, Boston, on and we go. That's a little secret no one talks about. Boom. Get some music on here. So, what does uptime mean? Uptime means everything for your business. If your internet goes down, you're losing cash. You're losing cashish. You need that cheddar. You got to make that cheddar. Speed and reliability. What is speed and reliability? Well, that's critical to the connectivity. The connectivity truths. Oh, look at that. It froze. We got to loop that. Here we go. Loopy. Why did my ticker stop? There we go. We're looping it now. Watch this. Boom. Loopy. Here we go. Connectivity truths. Fixed wireless fiber, you cannot drop ship it. Any carrier, a Verizon, an AT&T, a T-Mobile, they're going to sell you a fixed wireless connection for your business. They'll be like, oh, we're gonna drop ship it to your office. You could plug it right in. Guess what, people? That's not fixed wireless. That's a LTE 5G hotspot on steroids, and it's 100% solely reliant on best effort cell towers nearby. You may as well turn on your smartphone and turn on the hotspot. Okay, or turn on 5 phones and turn on all their hotspots, because that's essentially the same thing you're getting with a quote-unquote fixed wireless connection from your Verizons or T-Mobiles or AT&Ts. Very rarely do they actually deploy actual fixed wireless to end customers. Very rarely, like 0.2% of the time. They say they're going to do we have fixed wireless, we're going to drop ship it to you. Here, let me pull up that picture again. Can you drop ship any of this stuff you see on your screen here? Well, how did that picture get so small there? Well, I got to fix that. And you can't drop ship any of that equipment. It's impossible. Literally impossible. You have to go on site and install this on the roof. You have crews that go up there and they do the heavy lifting and the job gets done. But you can't drop. How do you drop ship this stuff? It's impossible. Really, it's impossible. You can't drop ship real fixed wireless. Look. Yeah, I made myself smaller for you because I love everybody listening here. Look, you can't drop ship this. If a Verizon, a T-Mobile, or a AT&T, or Xfinity, or whoever says they're going to ship you a fixed wireless connection, say, okay, is it coming on a semi-truck? Are you shipping all of the mounts, the antennas, the radios, the routers, the switches, the center blocks, the Kendorf? Oh, they'll be like, what are you talking about, sir? We're going to ship it in a small UPS envelope. Be like, is it going to look like my cell phone? Because that's basically what it is. It's a marketing ploy. Pish posh. So what else do I want to talk about today? I want to talk about events. I love events. Events are cool. Check this out. Right behind me, see all those things there? That's experience. Oh, look at these pictures. These are AI-generated pictures. These are the best. Look. That's actually real. All those events, hundreds. I've done hundreds of high-profile events all across the country. What do they all have in common? The internet connectivity cannot fail. It has to work. It doesn't matter. No one wants excuses. It has to work, period. The event is for 4 hours. They're spending $1 million. If it doesn't work, heads will roll. Do. It works. It just works. Well, how does it work? I'll tell you how it works. Let me get some intro music while I get some water. That was good. Oh, check it, check it, check it. I'll tell you how it works. It works because a company out there, it's called Natural Wireless. I'll tell you a good story. It's a very amazing company. It's got great people behind it, really smart brains, little eggheads. You want to call them eggheads? You know, people are passionate about their business, and it's important to always keep your blinders on. But anyways, going back to the event business, look, people spend a lot of time, effort, and resources on their product launches. Whether you're a Google, you're a Samsung, you're an Acer, you're Apple, MSI, whoever it is, maybe Nike, Adidas, Marc Jacobs, Tory Burch, Tommy Hilfiger, Balmain, Fendi, Hermes, on and on. The list goes on. But every one of the companies mentioned demand perfection, as they should demand, right? They're paying for a service and it's got to work, but especially so in a finite amount of time with a crazy amount of stress piled on top of it. So why am I even bringing this up? I kind of went on a tangent here, but anyways, listen, connectivity is mission critical. Everything's connected. Your point of sale systems, your terminals. If you're doing an outdoor festival and your point of sale system craps out, stops working, oh my God, you're not making any money. If your merch tent goes down and you can't do a sale for a concert, you can't sell your sweatshirts for $75 each, and you have a container, you have truckloads of them, you have 50,000 sweatshirts at $75 a pop. That's a lot of money that's not going to be made, and that's going to ruin your event. It all comes down to connectivity. Spend a little money to make a lot of money. Don't cheap out and get a hotspot and pray that it works, when all you have to do is spend a little bit more and your event's going to be seamless. It doesn't matter if you have a big event, a small event, the internet has to work. Check-in, for example, if you're doing a red carpet, you're doing a product launch, and you have people checking in at a certain area, inside or outside, and the connectivity on that tablet doesn't work, it's a bad experience. You're going to give people a bad experience from before they even step foot into your product launch. They're going to say, oh, this thing sucks because I couldn't get checked in fast enough because they cheaped out on the internet. You don't want to be that company. Please, give us a call today. Find my number online. Look at naturalwireless.com. Look, Natural Wireless, we're in multiple cities. We've been doing this for 22 years. We kind of know what we're doing. We're always learning new stuff, which is critical to any successful business. You always learn and you grow and you grow and you learn and you keep doing that. Good things will happen. Look, this is Florida, Miami. There's great events in Miami. There's great things going on. I love Miami. There's a new cruise terminal, MSC Cruise Terminal. They have built a crazy terminal. But everyone always kind of like looks past the connectivity. Oh, we're good. There's fiber coming in to this location over one bridge, and we're good. We have 3 different fiber providers all coming over that one bridge. That's interesting. Well, what happens if something happens to that bridge? What happens if there's like a car accident? Let's say, or maybe a ship hits the bridge. Do you think your 4 connections going across that bridge are going to work? No. They're not going to work, and someone's going to get fired because they didn't select a diverse connection. They selected a redundant connection. That word redundant is ugh, I can't even say that word. It's gruesome to me. It's gruesome. What else do we have here? Oh, where's the other picture of Philadelphia? Did I delete it? Oh, maybe. Oh, we already have that. What's this picture? Oh, here's Philadelphia. Here's Philadelphia. Look at that dog in the background. Oof, little pouty face. Yeah, listen, that's Philly. Fixed wireless fiber is in Philly. It's in Miami. It's in New Jersey. It's in New York. It's in Boston. Oh, Boston. I'm missing the Boston picture. I got to add in Boston. I probably subbed it with something else. But look. We got to put the music on while you drink. Hold on. Listen, when I say drop shipping fixed wireless, real fixed wireless is impossible. It's impossible. This is not fixed wireless, but people call this fixed wireless. This is a hotspot. This is a cradle point. Please, people, please get with the program. This, what you're seeing here on your screen, This is real fixed wireless. You can't drop ship this bad boy. No, you cannot. You cannot. Oh, check this out. Let me switch screens here. Look at this. You ready? Look at this view. Look at that gorgeous view. Look at that. Look at that. What is that? Is that the George Washington Bridge? That is correct. If you guessed George Washington, is that your final answer, or do you want to call a friend? No, that is the George Washington Bridge. Check that out. Look, I can't stress it more. Diversity. It's critical. It's critical. It's really critical. Speed and reliability, path diversity, testimonials, use cases. I gave you some of those. This hotel. I mean, you want law firms? I got law firms, got financial institutions, got transportation, got public safety, installation and flexibility. You know, you work with a reputable company like this amazing outfit called Natural Wireless. Installation is flexible. Hey, let's say you have a business and you move in 6 months. We can just move the connection. Oh, what happens if you're a construction management company? You have like 4 trailers at one job site, you got to move it somewhere else. We can move those connections to new job sites. Flexibility. We work with people. You know, it's a people business. People want to work with people they like. And at that, I'm going to leave it. But you know what it's time for? I know. I can tell you. It's time to go sell something.
Gigabit per second.
Go sell something. Oh. I snuck back in here for all those people that didn't want to hang up. They just couldn't have enough of me. Yeah, I get that sometimes. They're like, oh, why'd you leave? Why'd you leave? You know, I didn't. I just took a quick hiatus. So, no, really, it's time to go sell something. Go sell something.